New information on that train derailment in Spionk. Expect some service on the Montauk branch to be suspended all day. That is the word from the LIRR. Officials say service east of Patchogue, including to the Hamptons and Montauk, will be impacted. As we've been reporting, a train derailed overnight in Spionk. LIRR officials say it happened after a slow-speed crash between a work train and a passenger train. About 30 people were on board at the time, and there were no injuries. We're told crews are also dealing with a fuel leak there.
So, of course, that video was from News 12 Long Island, and I figured I might as well read you all how Newsday covered this story. And once again, to a contributor, Alfonso Castillo, for course, contributing to this story as well. So let's read what happened. I'm sure News 12 only covered it for like 30 seconds, but at least they should have sent a reporter out to the scene. But I guess not, because they don't have people working on holiday weekends. So anyhow, let's read this story. So all service to Montauk and the Hamptons will be suspended all day today, May 25th, 2019, after a passenger train sideswiped a work train in the early morning, partially derailing both and causing extensive damage to the tracks east of Spionk. There were no reported injuries. So this is a picture of the train, and I'm telling you right now, it's going to take all day to get rid of this. It's only, 20 minutes till about noon right now? And I'll quickly mention, Matt Camper was supposed to do a station tour of Southampton today on his YouTube channel. Hopefully by the time this video is up, maybe he will have uploaded something, I don't know, but I can confirm to you all, it's canceled today. He's not doing his station tour out east, so I really do feel bad for him because he already had to cancel another station tour this week in Manhattan, so now sometimes there's stuff that you can't control. This is one of them. So anyhow, let's get back to the story at hand. All service east of Patchogue is suspended, LIRR said, asking the passengers not board trains at Penn, Atlantic, or Jamaica expecting to travel east of Patchogue. And of course, this is not good, because this is one of the busiest weekends of the entire year, and now people are going to clog the Southern State Parkway just to head out east, which, by the way, I'm actually heading out east later this afternoon to see my friends out in the Franklin Square area. So now, I don't know how bad traffic's going to be. I can't really show you the picture because I have my JavaScript turned off. So I can't read the script from the news article. Alright, here we go. This issue said... Okay, here we go. Issues began when the Montauk train that left Penn Station shortly after 1 o'clock and was due to arrive at 4:09 a.m. sideswiped the work train east of Spionk during a passing maneuver while traveling at 30 miles per hour, the MTA said. There were 32 passengers on board the Montauk train when this incident took place. The work train was unoccupied, other than the operator who was, of course, moving the train along, but the collision caused the engine of the Montauk train and the last car of the work train to derail. Very quickly, I will mention that the railroad said it could not promise any bus service according to a 10:04 a.m. tweet, but a handful of buses were nevertheless picking up Wayland passengers at Patchogue and heading east. So it sounds like a possibility we may be having bus service today. So very quickly, let's just check the LIRR's Twitter feed, and we'll go back to the article. If you want any updates, here we go. So here we go. So they are helping people get to Riverhead today. So that's good. So, one of the trains that was recently canceled was the 1126 train from Montauk doing the Jamaica at 1:55 is canceled. So, that wouldn't be good for me because remember, Jamaica's my home station, and that wouldn't be good for me trying to catch the Q30, Q31 if I was out there. Let's see what else. There will be extra eastbound passenger train today from Ronkonkoma to Riverhead, which would be the connection for the 1012 train from Penn doing the Ronkonkoma at 11:35. Another tweet 6 minutes ago, extra eastbound passenger train from Ronkonkoma to Riverhead, which will be the connection for the 212 train from Penn doing the Ronkonkoma at 3:35. Alright, so they are giving extra trains today to Riverhead, so that's good. But I don't know why they can't just get trains out to Greenpoint today. You know, for a plan B, if people are like, oh, well, maybe we can go somewhere else today, but guess not. Check my notifications. Ooh, that's not good. Thank you, Andy, for that tip, but let me just confirm something for a second. Yeah, this is the last tweet that they were, trying to look for it. I don't know where that tweet was from, but let's get back. The train that was derailed, car number was 511 and leaning dynamically off the track. Its front end pushed against a bed of track ballast stones. And of course, there was extensive damage to the track. Expensive and extensive. I think that's the appropriate word to use because this is going to cost money. Regular service will continue to Patchogue and Riverhead, as I just mentioned before. Other means of alternative transportation, which again, probably taxi, Uber, or Lyft, or personal cars and clogging up the Southern State Parkway. See, this is what I mean. The price gouging should be illegal. $150 just to go from Patchogue to Montauk? You know, it should at least cost $30 to $40. Not that much. Okay, good news is MTA was able to get, unfortunately, guess what? The cheese. Ugh. Yellow school buses. You know what that is, folks. The cheese. The cheese. You know, this is so stupid. I know it's off topic to bring this up, but you know how I've complained about the mainline work next week? I don't know why they can't just get the cheese buses. Guess not. Saturday morning's derailment isn't the first, because remember, we've had a pattern of work trains getting involved. There is a timeline. But let's read it. In October of 2016, a Long Island Railroad work train sideswiped a Huntington-bound passenger train near New Hyde Park, knocking its first 3 cars off the south track and injuring 26 passengers. In July of 2015, two passenger trains going in opposite directions sideswiped each other in a minor collision just west of the Jamaica station. The railroad later blamed human error for the accident. 2013, the rearmost of the 3 single-car work trains which used to realign tracks from Rock Browning was traveling west on its way to a job site when it made contact with the middle train just west of Hicksville. 2 workers were injured in the accident, which caused hours of delays. Also in November of 2008, 2 westbound trains bumped each other as they pulled out of Jamaica. During the morning rush, 5 passengers suffered minor injuries. Officials said one of the engineers missed a stop signal and swiped the other. And keeping in mind, this isn't the first reported incident on the railroad this year when it comes to service disruptions. Once again, back in February, we had that incident where a vehicle was on the railroad tracks when it wasn't supposed to in Westbury, and 2 trains struck it. And you had the other incident where a truck was stuck in Farmingdale by Palmer's, and you all know how that ended up. So literally, this is the third major service disruption this year on the railroad that's gone long term. At least the third. Or at least needed news coverage on it. So anyhow, we're now going to watch this video from News 12 Westchester, because we had two incidents that happened on Metro North yesterday. So let's watch this video first, and then I will read to you all the Metro North story, and then I will just clarify the Long Island Railroad situation once again to give you all an idea of where service will be terminating. So let's watch the video first.
First, we begin with some breaking news.
Yeah, someone struck on the tracks near the Valhalla train station this afternoon. News 12's Nadia Galindo there right now with the very latest. Nadia.
Yeah, the latest information is that we just learned that the person involved is confirmed dead. We are across the street from the Valhalla train station where this all happened. We were not allowed to go into the parking lot there, but from what we can tell, the train involved is still on scene. There is a very large police presence, and just moments ago, the medical examiner arrived on scene, and all of this is causing 25-minute delays on the Harlem line. Now, an MTA spokesperson telling us that a pedestrian was struck around 3:30 this afternoon. They tell us that it was a southbound train heading to Grand Central Station. I did speak with a woman who was on that train. She tells me that she got on at the Chappaqua station at about 3:06 this afternoon. She told me that when they pulled up to this station, she didn't notice anything different about how the train stopped, but she did say that the conductor announced there was a medical condition and asked everyone to get off the train. She says that when she got off the train, she saw the conductor, and that person seemed visibly shaken. We did see an ambulance earlier here on scene, but again, the medical examiner is here, and the person involved is confirmed dead. That is the latest information we're getting from MTA. We'll definitely update you once we get more. Reporting from Valhalla, Nadia Galindo, News 12.
So lastly, we'll talk about another incident that happened on Metro North yesterday. Once again, thanks to News 12 Westchester for covering that story that happened at Valhalla yesterday. So let's continue on. So we had a brush fire near Metro North tracks in the Bronx, stalled trains for nearly an hour at the start of the holiday weekend. The small fire broke out at 5:50 p.m. yesterday, May 24th, between the Wakefield and Woodlawn stations. Train employees shut down power to the rails so firefighters could extinguish the blaze. The fire was put out and trains were running again about 40 minutes later. Trains on the New Haven and New Canaan branches faced significant delays up to an hour. But that wasn't the case, because I'm going to show you what was said on the Metro North Twitter feed yesterday. And I'll give you an idea of what happened, and then we'll just clarify the Long Island Railroad map and show you the where Spionk is on the map. Let's just take a look. I'm just trying to see if I can get you all the first reported incident that happened yesterday. Just trying to confirm it. So, no, it was about... Yeah, here we go. So, here's what Metro North said yesterday. So, Metro North yesterday said that, the Valhalla situation was at 3:44 yesterday. Harlem line service was delayed due to the person being struck at Valhalla. So then it got worse. Then they said it was 40 minutes. Then they said it got cleared up by 25 minutes. And then they said, and then this is when it started with the Metro North situation. So almost at 6 o'clock last night, they tweeted that Harlem Line and New Haven Line service was suspended on Metro North yesterday. So, situation got rectified around 9 o'clock last night. So it took about 9 o'clock last night just to fix this situation. Sanity what happened yesterday. So let's quickly take a look at the Metro North map yesterday. So as you see here, Valhalla is right here. That's where the person got struck yesterday. And as far as the situation in the Bronx, here's why Harlem and New Haven line had to get suspended, because with Harlem line emerges right here at Woodlawn, and then with Wakefield, that caused an issue. So you couldn't have the train track, because again, the train tracks switch right here, going to Mount Vernon East, which is the first stop in Westchester. So that's why you could say, well, they couldn't run train service yesterday, and then the police had to continue their investigation in Valhalla. So very quickly, let's just go to the Long Island Railroad's map very quickly. So here is where Spionk is. I'll move the map a little bit to the right so you all can get an idea. So here we go. Here's Spionk. So once again, the good news is you can still get ferry service today to Fire Island, so that's pretty good. So once again, if you need service to Fire Island's right here, excuse me. So if you need service to Fire Island today, there'll still be service to Bay Shore, so you're not screwed there for now. Davis Park Ferry, you can still catch that in Patchogue. Safeville Ferry, you can still catch that today, so that's good that you'll still be able to get service, but for how long? That's a good question. I would not be able to give you an answer on that. So with that, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm telling you right now, folks, don't expect any service east of Patchogue today, because the way it looks, it may not even be until tomorrow when they get service back on track. So if there is any update, I may have to do a pre-recorded video on the road today. I can get you an update via the email notification system, possibly later today, or through my Twitter if I have to. So if there is an update, you can also follow me at Andy's Randomness if there's an update from the railroad, because I don't think there'll be an update. Let's just confirm with my emails one more time. Well, I checked them before I recorded to double check. You gotta be kidding me. 7 Line had an unruly customer. Can't make this stuff up. Just can't. Yeah, so nothing else is here on the email. So I'm going to wrap this all up. Thank you all for watching. Until the next one, please take care.